You heard you heard it here. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome to Mentor live stream. I'm sorry for the audio this time, but I am streaming from my laptop because I am fixing my computer, actually, my PC. I'm sorry for the audio. Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this technical analysis, but this time I'm gonna talk with you. I wanna say something like this. I wanna share with you something very concerning for Bitcoin. First of all, is because we have the one-day chart. I projected, I think, 2 weeks ago, this bounce, right? Remember, I said from this crash when Bitcoin was at $33,000, $34,000, I was expecting a bounce from here around ME 55, around 44, 42, 45, this region, and the maximum area was around 46, $47,000. So, but as you can see right now, Bitcoin actually got rejected in 2 days ago. Actually got rejected, and this is not actually something good because, well, Bitcoin is still weak. But I think based on some I was studying the charts actually a few days ago, and looks like Bitcoin is getting ready for a major move, in this case to the downside. The reason for this, well, let me explain first. Technically speaking, one day chart, we have a rejection here. I am expecting other push here around here, maybe around MA21, maybe this weekend, other bounce. And from there, I am expecting a full rejection next week. My technical analysis is the same as 10 days ago, or like almost 2 weeks ago in one day chart. And the reason for this is because we have here the squeeze momentum indicator. In the moment when we see the squeeze momentum indicator touching the zero line here, will form in this weekend outer sell signal here, and we will see a major leg down. The good news for us is like for first time since November last year, I can see some healthy accumulation in one day chart, but that doesn't mean Bitcoin is not gonna crash. Of course, it's gonna crash. Why? Because I want to see the OBV testing this line here, and from here we will see if Bitcoin holds this MA55 in OBV, and from there maybe we will see a major bounce. But as I said, this signal in OBV is a long term because it's usually 1 month or a little bit more to see this accumulation, this confirmation of accumulation. Okay. So, okay, now let's talk about something very important. One day chart, well, 4 hour chart is very obvious. As I said, I was expecting a bounce. I was in short position um, 2 days ago. I was in short position here, and I closed my position around here. And now we will see this bounce here in 4 hour chart. For me, this bounce is gonna be just a bull trap. In this weekend, we will see maybe another high, and from there we will see a major correction, as I said before. That is my expectation in 4 hour chart and one day chart. But I wanna show you something very concerning. And for this, I'm gonna show you the monthly chart. Mhm. The monthly chart using my system, as I said long time ago, we have better divergence monthly chart for first time in the history of Bitcoin. So the minimum target I am expecting this year, the minimum is gonna be the test around MA55 in one monthly. In monthly is around $27,000, and the lowest point is around $15,000. So, but I want to show you not just with my system, with other indicators, something more concerning. Let me show you here. This is the chart for a clear empty chart. I'm gonna just use the RSI, and in this case, I'm gonna use a TRIX indicator. They are very famous in, well, very actually common indicators. Uh, I like to see this kind of charts in which I don't use it, but in macro time frames actually is very interesting what they are showing me. Why? Because after we see this confirmation actually right now, that means historically speaking, the price we will see a major correction for this. Let me show you with this with the RSI and the tricks. As you can see here with the tricks, every time when we have the slope getting negative here and we have the confirmation of the cross, after historically speaking with tricks, we have bear markets around here. We have bear markets here, as you can see here. Now, squeeze RSI is next month is gonna test the 50 line. As you can see here, every time when Bitcoin is below the 55, the 50 line here in RSI, that is like our golden pocket for start accumulating cryptocurrencies. So, but that means, I mean, if this is gonna happen, I am expecting at least over 50% crash. The reason for this is because is the average crash for each signal in monthly is around 50%. Mhm. Let me show you here. From this point and this point is 70% from this one, and in monthly here around after the signal around $40,000. 50% is around $17,000, and 60% is around $10,000. So pay attention for this. Why? Because it's the first time, even with traditional indicators, we have this kind of setup in monthly, and the worst thing is in bi-monthly. This is even worse. Let me show you the BLX. This is the oldest chart for Bitcoin. As you can see here, be careful with this. Why? Because Bitcoin in BLX is showing with RSI bear divergences here from 2018 highs and 2021, and also from this point and this point, you have RSI divergence in RSI as well, and the MA is losing and the previous low as well. So that means the next 4 months, at least 4 months, almost or 6 months, I would say, Bitcoin is gonna test again the 50 level. Every time when you see bi-monthly RSI testing the MA55, sorry MA50, sorry the line 50, potentially is a goodbye signal. Yes, but the problem with this is the first time in the history of Bitcoin, according to the data, we have better divergences in monthly by monthly. And the most concerning thing here, for first time in the history of Bitcoin, we will have a sell signal. Actually, the sell signal is present in tricks, and we will have the confirmation for this. So that means if Bitcoin breaks $30,000, we will see a major correction in the next 6 months, and maybe 50, 60% of market crash. So first target is gonna be around $25,000, where is MA55 around here, and the second target and the lowest point, like I hope so. I really hope to see something like that. Is around $14,000, $10,000 area. But this is very concerning. Why? Because if Bitcoin is coming to this level, $14,000, $10,000 for first time, Bitcoin will be in danger to finally. It's going to be very close to see a potential bear market in monthly chart. In monthly, so that is something like we don't want to see. As long as I said many times, as long Bitcoin is in monthly chart in uptrend, every crash is a buy. But the problem here, if Bitcoin comes here to $14,000, even 10, and the problem is if RSI in this case, for example, is breaking the 50 level for first time in the history, we are gonna enter in a monthly bear market. And for me, honestly, that makes sense. Why? Because now many people they are adopting, they believe in cryptocurrencies, they think this is the new thing, and looks like the next internet, the bubble of the next internet, the internet, remember, in the 90s. So that is the problem with this kind of the assets. When you see a massive adoption, people are, sorry for saying this, but very stupid, in my personal opinion. Why? When you don't want to see a massive adoption. Why? Because when you see massive adoption, maybe in the long term is very good, but in the short term, it's going to be very bad. Why? Because all the people who were buying Bitcoin here, here, and here, they are cashing out here to all the masses. Yeah. All the people they are adopting right now Bitcoin because they now finally they realize Bitcoin is going to the moon. Well, they must be destroyed first. Mhm. So that so be careful with this because I can see many YouTube channels, many people from fundamental perspective. Actually, maybe they are right, but technically speaking, that is not like the market works. When you see massive adoption of something, you will see the a crash. Why? Because market makers they are dumping their assets. Because remember that is smart money. This is the rule of the smart money and dumb money. Okay, smart money is here when you enter early in the markets, and dumb money is here when people are just buying the top. But this is happening in a large scale, in my personal opinion. And as you can see here, the charts are confirming this macro reversal here, as you can see here. Every time when Bitcoin is losing the RSI in monthly, mhm, and even worse here, rejection from monthly. Well, I don't know what is going to happen here, but if Bitcoin breaks the 50 level again, and not just the 50 level, the previous low on the 50 level around 44, this area, I will start thinking Bitcoin is gonna enter in a monthly bear market. As you can see here, 50 level, 44, historically speaking, has been the level Bitcoin is bouncing very hard. So we are very close there. So I am not saying Bitcoin is gonna. I really hope so to see Bitcoin bouncing from here. I am expecting a bounce, yes, but the problem is that if that bounce is gonna be the reversal or just gonna be just a bounce. So be careful. Why? Because all your investments, all your staking or whatever you are doing, because you are thinking Bitcoin is going to the moon and blah blah blah. Be ready because if you are doing that with risk management, without risk management, you will get wrecked and you will be ready for to be in red for maybe a couple of years. Mhm. So be ready for this because this is very concerning for me. I mean, for me, I am flat. I mean, in my case, I cash out everything here, here, here in November. You can watch my previous videos, and I was calling for this. And now, 2 3 months before, I am calling for a massive crash in the markets according to my technical system. Of course, uh, my experience in the markets. Of course, I can be wrong. Of course, yes. But as I said, my job as a trader always is I am trying to project the price here because analyzed people who are analyzing the markets always they will be right because they are analyzing the past. But traders, we have to analyze the future. And how we can do it? Well, we don't have powers, right? We cannot see the future, but based on probabilities and the charts is when we can project the market. So as you can see here, a monthly chart is the same rules. Of course, I am using this time just the RSI and tricks, but also if you're using the one of the, I mean, I don't like it, I don't use it, but even MACD, for example, if you see MACD, um, the MACD is showing something very bad. Also, let me show one moment. As you can see here, of course, if you are trading golden cross and death cross with MACD is very bad. You will see in my training program, it's not the way how trading, but in overall, you will see the same bear divergences here as you can see here in volume for the MACD, right? So this cross is just the confirmation of the reversal in the long term. Of course, we will see maybe outer bounce, maybe yes, but if that bounce happen, we will this likely will be a massive bull trap, and from there we will see this pressure to the downside. So that is the warning like I want to share with all of you. Of course, I hope to be wrong, of course, but honestly, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. The reason is because I am not saying like I am very good trader, but my win ratio is not bad. Mhm. I had opportunity to buy the low here, to short the top here, buy the low here, and short and buy and short because always I am focusing in the macro time frames. Of course, here is the same thing. I bought Bitcoin the first time around 1,300, 500, around here, 2015, 14, around here. Let me see. Around here, around here in this area, and I cash out around here. In the macro time frames, my ratio is not bad. Um, my win rate is not bad. So, but please be careful with this because if I am right with this, we are facing a massive distribution pattern here, a massive distribution pattern. Yeah. So the next bounce, of course, I'm expecting a bounce here from $30,000 to maybe 46, 47, as long Bitcoin is holding maybe other month here. And from this area is where I am expecting this massive leg down. Now, one thing I want to show you this time I am using different indicators because I wanted to confirm. Of course, I follow my system, yes, but my system is just how can I say this? It's a set of rules. Like I follow, and based on the probabilities is how I am trading. Mhm. But I wanted to show you how using traditional indicators you can build your own system and you can read similar things if you know how to read them, right? Because if you are using RSI and you are just buying because it's oversold and overbought, oversold and overbought, whatever, there is a very high probability you will get wrecked. If you are playing just Golden Cross and Death Cross, there is a very high probability you will get wrecked because that is not the way how to use the indicators. Remember, the indicators are lagging indicators, so that means they are late. They are following the price. So that's why usually when you see, oh my God, this Golden Cross was correct, but this is not the way how to read because here we don't have any golden cross or the cross, right? So you need to try to project the price first. So now that's why when I said I want to wait for confirmation is because I want to see the price action is following the indicator actually, or there is a, how can I say this, an agreement between the indicators and the price action. Yeah. So now as you can see here with classic or normal indicators, I can see this setup, right? So that means if Bitcoin is bouncing from here, as I said before, around this area, we will see a major crash from here. So be careful. Why? Because following the Elliott theory, this could be the top of the number wave three, and we are just in an ABC correction, something like that. So now I'm gonna show you again my normal my normal system. Of course, as I said, I am not following this because I used these kind of indicators in the past. I realize they are very good in macro time frames, but they are very bad in micro time frames, and also they are offering me very bad signals. But something I can tell you is the trick so far is one of the best indicators you will find in macro time frames. In my after the back testing, actually, this is one of the best indicators I found in my experience for macro time frames. Now. Let's talk about now. Okay, if this is going to happen, potentially in the next 2 3 months, we will see a major crash like this one, like this one, and like this one. Okay, I am not financial advisor, but if you see something like this is a time when we will see. We call this a capitulation candle. So something like this is a capitulation candle. So technically speaking, every time when you see something like this, it's a buy. Mhm. Very risky buy, yes, but it's a buy. Mhm. I would say if I see something like that, you must be very happy because you're following this channel. I really hope you are not getting wrecked because I was calling for this kind of price action, right? This price action, uh, since I started this channel. So I hope the people who are following this channel or my live streams or my videos, I will be very happy if I know uh, majority of you are not getting wrecked in this market right now. The only thing I am doing here is sharing my experience with all of you guys in the market, right? Because I remember when I started many years ago in the market, I lost many trades. I was frustrated. I was having stress. I didn't know what to do exactly. Everything, all the feelings now you are having, if you are getting wrecked right now, uh, try to keep calm because you have no. I'm saying this because you have no idea how many messages people are sending me on TradingView, um, on Discord. They are asking me for coins. I don't know what is that. Even I cannot see. But they want an answer. So, well, the first question is: if you invested in that coin, why? Why? And most all of them they are telling me, it's because I saw someone on TikTok with many followers. They were promoting this coin. That I was thinking if all of the followers they buy that coin will pump hard. So that is the problem. Mhm. That is the problem. Yeah. If you are coming here to this channel is because you want to study, you want to improve your skills, not because you are looking for buy or sell signals, because this is not a channel for that. You will never see me telling you, hey, buy here, sell here. No, because I don't know your style. I don't know your goals. I don't know your page. You can manage your emotions or not. That is something you have to work inside. Mhm. So, okay. let me continue with this technical analysis. Now let's talk about something. Okay, thinking about like this is gonna happen in the next 2 or 3 months, what we are gonna do. Okay, so let me show you now my system. Okay, okay, my system is here. One moment, let me see. Okay, if I know potentially Bitcoin every time when it's breaking the MA21 in monthly chart, actually right now it's breaking the MA21. Of course, we don't have a confirmation because it's monthly. I would like to see at least this weekend closing below the MA21 in monthly. I mean, around if the weekly this weekend we see the close around $36,000, $37,000 below there. Potentially, it could be the first signal Bitcoin is gonna start dropping to the MA55 in monthly. If I know the monthly is the major area for Bitcoin, at least two times, mhm, potentially we will see a major bounce here. Of course, yes, I am expecting $23,000, $25,000 is going to be the area. But what we are going to do here? Well, first of all, if you see something like this, don't panic. Okay, don't panic because it's supposed like you are ready right now and you know based on the probabilities what could happen. Mhm. So try to be calm and just stay away from the markets. If you are holding any asset because I don't know, you believe it's gonna be the future, whatever, don't see your portfolio because your portfolio is gonna be in red, and don't see it maybe after 6 months or 1 year, maybe. Mhm. Now, but thinking like, okay, you listen to me, and actually you start cashing out around here, and now you are flat, and you are getting ready for investing again. Well, um, the first rule is like not because you see the crash here is happening, you will buy. Of course not. That is not happening. You want to see something like a consolidation period. So after we see this crash, the healthy way of for Bitcoin or any asset, you want to see Bitcoin testing the lows for at least 2, 3, 4 months, and after that you will see some buy signals forming. So, for example, if Bitcoin crash around here, you want to see Bitcoin maybe one month or two forming some like a basement, yeah, maybe in this area, maybe in this area, who knows? And from there, you will need to do your own technical analysis again, trying to find like, okay, this is consolidation or what is this? Mhm. So not because you see the market crashing like this is like you are gonna buy. Potentially, sometimes it work, but buying the knife is not is not a good idea. Now, when you are talking about monthly, you must you cannot use stop loss. Why? And always you cannot do leverage. Why? Because it doesn't make sense because the time frame is super big. Mhm. So that's why market makers usually when they see these kind of things, they are looking for a monthly Bitcoin in this case testing the MA55 or maybe the MA100. And from there, as I said before, some consolidation period, maybe 2 or 3 months. And after that, when they see some reversal patterns, they start thinking to maybe buy. And after that, we will see these kind of bounces. So if Bitcoin crash to this level, I am expecting to see something like this big bounce from this level maybe if crashing from 27 16 $14,000 or 25 we will see a major bounce here and potentially this could be a major trap. I don't know, but the only thing I can tell you is this is going to be the biggest area between $23,000 to $14,000, 15, even a little bit lower is the area like I'm going to start looking for buying Bitcoin, and it's coming. I mean, I'm telling you something based on my experience. This year is the year for investing. Okay, so now what is going to happen with Bitcoin? It's very simple. If you see Bitcoin crashing 50% and you know altcoins they are 3x or 4x leverage, I mean against the volatility is 3x or 4x higher than Bitcoin, what is going to happen with your next Bitcoin now? Tell me. So let me show you. If, for example, this is gonna happen, uh-huh, well, you will see crashes like this, like this, like this. Okay. So, for example, Cardano, 93%, 83%. So if Bitcoin crashed this 50%, in this case, it's an example. I'm not saying Cardano is going to do that. Actually, I think so. I think he's going to do it. But if Bitcoin crashes like this, from $1 around 80, 90%, as you can see here, my long-term target is 0.0, is 0.10 around there. You will see this crash. And not just this crash for Cardano, for all the market. Okay. So why? The rule is very simple. Here, there are many people in general. Think about it. Think about from psychology perspective. Watch TikTok, watch Instagram, watch I don't know your favorite social media, and you will see how many people they don't have any idea about the markets, and they are talking about shit about NFTs, the metaverse, and all the garbage. That kind of for me is garbage. Why? Because it's just noise. And that their job is attracting people to the markets, and they are buying the top. This is the top of Cardano for now. So I am not saying Cardano or any altcoin are garbage, of course not, but even the best projects like Ethereum, for example. Ethereum, for example, here, let me show you Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum now it was a $4,000, yes, but people they forget very easy. Ethereum 2017 was from $10 went all the way up to 1,300, and from there crashed all the way down to $80. I remember here because I was there. So this 93% is possible. So if you see something like this in a bear market, so from $4,000, 93% is around $300. So if you talk with all that people, they don't have experience in the markets and they joined last year, they will tell you that will never happen. That will never happen. No, no, no. I don't see Ethereum again below 600, 1,000, whatever. All the shit they can say. But believe me, I am old enough in the markets and I saw this many times. Uh-huh. And just I am telling you this 2, 3 months before because I can see the same setup I saw in 2018 and 2019 is forming right now in 2022. Okay. So maybe we'll say, okay, this guy is super, super, super bearish. No, I am not bearish. Just I am following my rules, my system. I am not bullish or bearish. Just I'm sharing with you my technical analysis, and I'm warning you, like, if you are holding and you are buying the dip here, well, think twice because this is not the dip. This is the top or a massive, massive uptrend. And pay attention for this asset because tell me, do you think this is a correction? This is not a correction because since 2020, almost 1 year, Ethereum, we don't see any corrections, significant corrections are like this one. These one are corrections in monthly. But as you can see here, Ethereum is not correcting. Mhm. Correction is going to start before if Ethereum breaks $2,000. From there, we will see that is going to be a correction. Yes. Okay. So be careful with this because especially for all the people they are following me right now and they are asking me on TradingView and they are asking me on Discord what to do. Okay, my advice for all of you guys is watch the big picture first. Don't focus in just in 1 hour chart or 2 hour chart, and don't follow TikTokers, don't follow influencers, even myself. Don't follow, no, don't listen. Do your own research, but always try to think like objectively, without feelings, because markets are like that. If you combine your feelings, your emotions with the market, you will get wrecked. Try to think with facts. Okay, the facts are okay. This is Ethereum is cheap right now. Of course, not. It's not cheap. Mhm. Now, I want to show you one tool that you can use, and this tool will tell you if one asset is cheap or not. Okay, one moment. I am not using this tool as for my technical indicator, for my trading setup, but it's very easy to see. It's the VWAP. Okay, the VWAP will tell you something very interesting. For example, here, as you can see here, the VWAP, every time the VWAP is telling you the average price of the asset. So when you see the price is above the VWAP, especially the green one, the lowest point, that means the price is expensive. Mhm. When you see the price below there, and especially when they are contracting like this, it's like a big move is coming. Yeah, there are different indicators I am showing right now. Why? Because I wanted to show you again, there are many ways of trading. And after almost 8 years, believe me, I tested, I don't know how many systems I tested. I created many thousands. I bought books, I bought many things following many patterns, triangles, and these kind of things. That's why I'm telling you, there is not just one system, there are many. But the best important thing, even doesn't matter if you have the best system or the best tools, or you pay the most expensive training, if you cannot control your emotions and you don't respect that system, you will get wrecked. Every time when you see, in this case, the VWAP, you will see a massive move to the downside or the upside because the volatility is contracting here, as you can see here. Contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, and now contraction again. But look at this. If according to the OBV, the VWAP, if this asset lost, where is the MA21 exactly the same price, 2,300, the expansion is going to start, but the downside, because this is going to be a reversal. So the same thing for Bitcoin, as you can see here. Let me show you here. You see? Every time when you see this kind of setups here, be careful, 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 careful. You see, this expansion is something you must respect. Mhm. So I am not telling you you must now use VWAP, of course not. But VWAP is something like it's telling you the average price. If the market makers, if they consider if the price is below the VWAP, is cheap. If the price is above the VWAP, is considered expensive. Mhm. So with these kind of things, this tool, you will determine, okay, is cheap or is expensive? Well, now it's cheap. No, it's not cheap. This is a range and it's going to explode. And the direction looks like it's going to be to the downside. So when you see again this contraction phase in the lows, is potentially when you will see finally the bottom of the market. This is one of the many ways how do you find the bottom of the markets. Okay. So as I said, this now, as I said, this live stream is a little bit different because I wanted to show you, because actually, as I said, I am trying to answer. You have no idea how many questions I got last week, actually, from people. They are asking me about VWAP, what I'm thinking about MACD, what I'm thinking about the RSI, this kind of thing, or many tools, right? Thank you very much for all your support and your questions. I'm very happy to see like the channel is how can I say this? Like, I am very happy because I see more activity. Thank you so much for all your support. But as I said before, there are many tools, many ways of trading. So I'm going to remove this because I don't use it. I used it a long time ago. No, I don't use it anymore. I create my own system, and my own system is telling me something. Well, it's very simple. If this weekend we see the close below the MA21 around $37,000. This the close. I mean the close. I mean next week we see the close below there. Because I know in weekly chart we have the expansion of volatility here. Look at this. This volatility is very concerning. You don't want to see this in a in downtrend. You want to see it in a bull market, not in a bear market, because this volatility is this signal is very bad. From blue to yellow is changing the volatility. So that means this move you saw from 2000, from $66,000, this one, this one, this is not the move we are looking for in weekly chart. The move from here after this expansion, that is the move we are looking for in weekly basis. So I will say right now, if Bitcoin next week is bouncing, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. Bitcoin in one day chart is not looking great. I explained in the beginning of this live stream. Uh, any close below this, as I said before, $37,000, we will see outer test to maybe 35, 34. And from there, we will see a major leg down to $30,000. And potentially this time, we are going to see the break if the volatility start expanding. And now, one thing is very important to clarify here in weekly chart for first time since, let me show you, for first time since 2019, as you can see here, the trend is changing in weekly chart, as you can see here. So this price action is the price action used in 2018-19 is different. It's not the same like here. It's not the same like here. Okay, why? Because in macro time frames, Bitcoin was in sideways. In sideways, this is just a choppy market, sideways accumulation pattern in macro time frames. This is just accumulation. Okay, if you want to compare the price action right now, you must compare, in my personal opinion, from this price action with this price action. Why? Because both in 2017 here and here, they are the top of the market. Okay, this is the bottom, and this is just consolidation phase. So this is uptrend, bottom, consolidation, and after that uptrend. Okay, bottom, consolidation phase like this one, and again other leg up. You see the cycle? Okay. Now, if Bitcoin now is testing the MA100, as you can see here, technically speaking, is around here, yeah. But the problem here is in 2017-18, we didn't have any bear divergences in weekly chart. Was just a healthy bounce or maybe just correction because we didn't have any bear divergences, even OBB, nothing. But for first time, as I said before, in weekly basis and monthly, bi-monthly, and etc., we have many bad things here in macro time frames. Okay, so that's why I am really think like if we see this bounce here, maybe this month or next month, this is gonna be a major bull trend. Okay, this is my expectations. How I can invalidate this? Simple. Bitcoin must break $47,000 around here, $47,000, and close about there, something like this. If this setup is gonna be invalidated, it's very simple. Bitcoin in the next 3-4 months must break the MA55, close about the MA55, and from there we will see a continuation to the upside. Okay, if this is gonna be, if we will see an invalidation, but honestly, I don't think so, based on the monthly and bi-monthly, etc., etc. So be careful. Be careful, especially if you are new in the markets. I know 90% of the people they are watching right now this live stream and in my group, they are new in the markets. That's why I am telling you this because don't get too greedy right now. Don't just learn at least the basic of trading. And the most important thing is you must control your emotions. Control your emotions. in the average job, like 9 to 5 job, they said in the you need to work even in a very stressful environment, right? Something like that. Like you need to handle a lot of stress in your work. Well, trading is the opposite. If you want to trade, you must be super relaxed, no stress, zero stress. Why? Because if you are having a stress or difficult moments in your life and you are trading, you will take your trades based on your emotions. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I took a trade I was trading Bitcoin in 4 hour chart. Let me show you this trade. I was trading here. Mhm. My position was at $38,000 400, and I was watching Netflix. I was playing with my cats, and I had a rule. I need to wait 24 hours in my 4 hour chart. After 24 hours, if I don't see the price dropping in this case because I want a short, I will just close my position following my own rules. But some people they took the same similar trade like me, but they closed the position too early. Mhm. And of course in loss. So that is the problem. The trade was correct, as you can see here, but they didn't wait enough. That's why you must be patient and try to control your emotions, because you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control this part, emotional part, you will get wrecked always. Markets, in my personal opinion, in my experience, the worst thing you can have in a market is hope. Hope is very good for religion, for other things, but in markets, no, there is no hope. Markets for me is just the art of stealing money. So that's why if you follow these human emotions in the markets, eventually you will get wrecked. How many times you when you start, if you are trading on futures and you don't have experience, you will say, okay, I'm gonna enter in short position here. But if the price is moving a little bit above like this, you close your short position here and you enter again here and you enter again and you enter again, trying to catch the top always. Mhm. Or trying to catch the bottom because potentially this is the bottom because maybe an influencer, because maybe a YouTuber is saying something like that. Mhm. That is not the way of trading. Okay. So in my case here, when I took my short position here at $38,000 400 for maybe 12 hours, I was in loss because Bitcoin went all the way up to $39,000 200. Mhm. For me, no problem. Why? Because I know this could be a bull trap. Why? Because this is the highest point of the in 4 hour chart. And I know in macro time frames, this is the area for start looking for shorts. That's why my probabilities were more like, okay, Bitcoin is gonna crash. Why? Because I trust my system. And my system maybe if I follow my system, the probabilities maybe in I will win because I back tested my system. You see, 1, 2, 3 strikes of better divergences, 1, 2, 3 highs, as you can see here. And of course, from here, OBB is in consolidation, yes. I can see accumulation, yes. But as I said, OBB is different. It's in the long term. So as you can see, as okay, this I have various variances here. I have the volatility expanding, so I am expecting a correction here. Okay, but please, if you are trading futures and you don't have this you cannot manage your emotions and your risk, you will lose eventually. Okay, so please be careful with this. Okay, so I know this live stream is a little bit different because usually I talk about more technical about my expectation for Bitcoin and altcoins, but I wanted to share with all of you these kind of things because you have no idea how many people they are asking me the same question always. So I hope with this explanation everything is going to be more clear. And as I said, my way of trading is a little bit different like the normal traders because the traditional traders, even crypto traders, they are doing this, right? It's very funny because they are, for me, it's funny because I did it before. I did it and I learned in a very bad way. This is a, a very, very bad way of trading. For example, they do this, right? Okay, so this is, for example, let me show you here. Yeah, this is a falling wedge. You see, Bitcoin is forming a bull flag. Wow, okay. If Bitcoin is doing this, okay, the target is around 10% from here. Okay, $55,000 is gonna be the area, okay? And they write this, right? And after that, let me move this. Let me do this here. Yeah, they will say something like this. But if Bitcoin cannot do it, the target is gonna be like this, and the target is gonna be like, okay, 10%. So from here, 10%, 10. You see, they will say like this, and that is the technical analysis. Tell me, what is that? For me, it's like, okay, they don't have no idea what they're talking about. Mhm. How many YouTubers, influencers you see doing this kind of things? If you see someone doing something like this, is because it's like a warning sign, like, hey, stay away from there, because that people, they don't know anything. If they are making money and they are trading with a lot of money right now in the markets, it's not because they are good traders. It's because they invested in the early stage of Bitcoin, maybe in 2012, 2013, and they made a lot of money. And after, that's why they can do this kind of trades. But this is just gambling. Why? Because I don't know the direction. Just but the next day or the next 2 3 days after the move happened, they will say, oh, you see, okay, Bitcoin didn't hit my target, but but I was right, you see, because Bitcoin, if I said if Bitcoin breaks the range, it's gonna drop, you see. Now they will say, that's why they will always be right, because they will tell you it's to the upside or to the downside. In my case, you will never see something like this. In my case, always you will see a direction of the markets. Why? Because I am a trader. I am not YouTuber. My job is like this. Okay. So now my expectation for the market right now is simple. Let me. Okay. Here, as I said to you 2 weeks ago, I was expecting this bounce, and now other bounce, potentially maybe yes, but if we see this bounce, maybe around $38,000 to maybe kill other long position, a little bit, maybe 39, potentially this weekend, but overall the direction is to the downside. Okay, so that is my perspective for Bitcoin. So if this is gonna happen, I am expecting this is gonna happen. What we can expect from altcoins? Okay, let me show you. Let's start. If you have any request, let me know. Yes, I have 10 minutes left. Please let me know, okay? So Cardano, well, Cardano, I won't talk anymore about Cardano. Cardano, as long as below $1 with 10 cents, and based on the monthly, Cardano, I am expecting uh, any close below this level, $1 with 10 cents in weekly chart. That's going to be the confirmation for me. As you can see here, weekly chart is not great. Actually, we have here we have closing the below the 100. It's just about time. If this weekend, Cardano is not bouncing from this level, we will see the start or major move, and the lowest point is gonna be 0.40, and after that 0.10, 0.08. Okay, I'm gonna continue with Solana, because Solana actually is one of the coins I am following right now. Solana, one moment. Solana is one of the coins I'm following right now. In one day chart, actually, I was trading Solana here. I bought Solana around 90, and I closed my buy. I mean, I sold around $100 with 10, around 10 or 9, around there. Why? Because this is just a bounce to keep falling. Okay, bounce to keep falling, bounce to keep falling, bounce to keep falling, because this is a trend. Solana is in downtrend. So I have bad news. I really like this project, but I have bad news, technically speaking. Why? Because one day chart is still bad. Sorry, weekly chart, as you can see here. So any close this week below $100 actually, 100, yeah, 103, yeah, $100. Any close this weekend below there, I am expecting a continuation to the downside in weekly basis. Around 40, $50 is gonna be the area I'm gonna start looking for Solana. If we see the close this weekend around 100, worse below 100, we will see the trigger for that. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about Luna. Luna. Luna, I checked Luna a few days ago. It's in downtrend, very bad. Rejected from ME21 in monthly and weekly chart. Sorry. Yeah, weekly chart. The long term expecting, yeah, 36, $35 in the long term. 1 day chart, it is downtrend, as you can see here. It's very bad, even because Bitcoin had this bounce, and this Luna is not bouncing. So I'm expecting other test to 40 in 1 day chart. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we will see that. Why? Because the ADX is still positive. We don't have bullet divergence in 1 day chart, so I'm expecting more downside for this asset. And the long term is going to be around 40. Yeah, the same level I told you before. Around this area, I am expecting actually Luna in the long term, maybe next week, maybe this month. I am expecting Luna in around this area. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna continue with Matic. Okay, Matic. Matic is very interesting. Why? Because as you can see here, Matic is in downtrend, finally confirmation in 1 day chart. We have this bounce here, we have this consolidation, but if Bitcoin is gonna drop, for example, next week, there is a very high probability we will see Matic breaking $1 with 46 cents, and we will see all the full reaction to $1 actually. $1 is gonna be my next target. And the reason for this is because if I know Bitcoin, there is a very high probability we'll see other leg down. Be ready. And also the bullish variance for Matic, actually, they already play out. As you can see here, this bounce from $1 with 36 or 36 cents all the way up to $1 with 80 cents. So in weekly chart, of course, many altcoins they are not. I mean, technically speaking, they are in the lowest point. Some of them, yes, but as I said before, you must watch Bitcoin because if Bitcoin crash, everything is gonna crash. Doesn't matter if this coin is holding the MA55. So technically speaking, this area, $1 with 36 cents is the area you must start looking for start maybe accumulating Matic. Maybe yes, but with setup, I think ME55 for Matic in the long term is not going to hold. It's not going to hold this area. I am expecting all the way down to $1 in the long term. Okay, so FTM, FTM, FTM. Okay. Well, in weekly chart is very simple. It's continuation. It's closing as continuation to the downside. So the lowest point in the long term, I mean, expecting the next maybe this month, $1 with 30 cents, $1 around there. 1 day chart. Let me see. Downtrend rejection. Yes, this is just a rejection. As you can see, confirmation. We have this downtrend. And let me see the indicators. No volume here. There is no volume. The ADX is getting positive here. Volatility is still expanding. So yeah, I am expecting other leg down all the way down to this level around $1 with 40 cents. From there, I am expecting a bounce. Yes, but as you can see here, now as long phantom is below this area, I am not bullish anymore. Between $2 with 10 cents to 40 cents, that is the area you must watch. You must see. You are bullish with this coin. You must see this coin breaking this level, and after that maybe we'll see other test to $3 with 28 cents, but I don't think so. And the reason is because I think weekly chart is not looking great. As I said before, in price action, I am expecting a full rejection from $1 with 40 cents. And also we have this bearish divergence in weekly chart. Of course, is not great. I will say this is just a top. Maybe people will start selling here. Of course, from $1 with 30 cents, 36 cents, $1 around there, I'm expecting a significant bounce. Yes. Okay. Let me check. What is that? DG? What is DG? DG? DJ token? Could you clarify, please, in the comments? I don't know. And okay, and okay, this one. I don't know. It's the first time I'm gonna see this one. Okay, weekly chart. Okay, careful with this because, yeah. Let me see. Okay, we don't have enough data. I don't have enough data to tell you this, but for telling you this, but there is a potential bullish divergence with this asset from this point and this point. Now, it is gonna be real? I don't think so. I don't have enough information. The only thing I can tell you is like these bonds, you bought around $1,000 with 600 around there. This is the area where you need to start cashing out around here, the mid 55. Why? Because there is a very high probability you will see a rejection next week. And let me see 1 day chart. Yeah, yeah, of course. This is just a rejection. There is no volume. As you can see here, this is just a bull trap. Bull trap, why? Because there is no volume following the price, as you can see here. And this asset is testing the highest point right now. This area is for shorts. This is for short. In the next moment, when you see the squeeze momentum indicator doing this, you will see a full rejection of this asset around $2,400 is the highest area. I am not expecting it's gonna break the previous low, maybe a range, something like this. But be careful because this is the area to start cashing out. Okay, let me see. Matic done algo. Let me see algo. Algo. Okay, first of all, let me check the weekly chart. Bad. Sorry for saying this, but bad. Um, Very bad, I would say. As you can see here, this is just sell pressure. If there is no bullish divergence anymore, as you can see here, this is just bad. But the last hope for bulls is this one, is this level actually between 0.90, 0.90 to this area, this area. 0.80 to 0.90, this is the last hope for bulls. If this asset breaks this level, you will see a full retrace all the way down to 0.30 in the long term. 1 day chart, no volume, as you can see here. OBB is clear with this. This is just a bull trap. The bounce is very weak. It's not following Bitcoin. There is no volume here, as you can see here. MA21, and after I getting rejected. Not good. I will say be careful with this because if Bitcoin is crashing, it's gonna crash maybe next week. You will see a full rejection, a full drop with this altcoin. Many altcoins actually, not just this one. Okay, careful with this coin. DJ. Oh my God, what is that? Okay, let me see. DJ. Uniswap. Okay, let me see. Oh my God, what is this? Oh, okay, okay. First of all, I will never trade something like this because there is no volume. Okay, there is no volume. I don't have data for this. The only thing I can tell you is that with price action. Okay, it's a range, of course. This level, as you can see here, there's a range between what 0.0001 to 1 From this level and this level is really difficult to say. Let me mark here the areas here, here. Mhm. Now, maybe you are here because you heard from TikTok or somewhere like you need to invest in low market caps to see massive gains, right? Something like that. Potentially, yes, you can see the setup, yes, because we have a buy signal right now in 1 day chart, as you can see here. We have a buy signal here. Too young, I will not trust this signal, but any close above 13 around here, around this area, you will see other breakout, potentially you will see a leg up because this is an uptrend. This is not bad. I mean, the volume is not good. I would never trade something like this, but the trend is your friend. As long the trend is not broken, everything is fine. So I will say, based on the in the 1 day chart, yeah. Let me see for hour if I can see something else. Bullish divergences here. Yeah, I think, yeah, you will see a potential breakout maybe around this level in 4 hour chart. Potentially, yes. Looks like this asset is not following Bitcoin, so maybe. Mhm. Okay. Okay, for the line poker. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, very, very interesting. Mhm. Okay, so let me check other coins. Strong. Strong. Let me see if strong is very strong or not. 4 hour chart. Let me see 1 day chart. Okay, so a strong maybe other leg up, a small maybe in 4 hour chart you will see a leg up, but this is downtrend as you can see here. Any if this is the time for in 1 day chart, this is the time you need to start cashing out. Why? Because it's testing the major area of resistance. So this coin is doing something like this, and you will see maybe next week other test to the previous low. Mhm. Careful with this. Let me see the weekly chart if it's looking something interesting. It's sideways for now. So it's not bearish for now. I cannot say it's in downtrend, of course not, because it's not breaking the previous low in weekly chart. Let me show you here. It's not doing. Actually in weekly chart is not bad. This is the range. This is the range you are trading in 1 day chart. As you can see here, let me show you the 1 day chart. You see, very very easy to read. You buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, because this is a range. Okay. Okay, that's it. Let me see what time is it. Okay. Link. Okay, link. Well, guys, remember, I am not financial advisor. Okay, just I'm sharing with all of you my technicals, please. Your decisions is your investment is your decision. Okay, please. Just I am just sharing my technicals with all of you. Link. Okay, link in weekly chart. Weekly chart closing below the MA 100. Of course, this is not great. Reversal, yes, potentially. If you don't see link bouncing from this level in the next maybe 2 weeks maximum, you will see a major reversal in weekly chart, and this is going to be just a distribution all the way down to $10. Actually, this is the first area. From here, this area is the area I am going to start looking for link. This area, if this area breaks, let me see if I see something different. Yes, this is ADX is getting positive, previous low broken. So yeah, we will see maybe in weekly basis outer leg down to maybe $10. $10 is gonna be the area I'm gonna start looking for, and the major one is gonna be around 4.3. I don't think we are gonna see link around this level, and maybe the minimum price is gonna be around 10. And there is something I am missing here between 13 to 11. There is a major volume here. Maybe potentially I am wrong with this. Maybe it's not 10. Maybe we will see this area tested. And from there, I am expecting a bounce. Yeah, yeah, sorry. I didn't see the volume profile. Yeah, maybe around here. From here, we will see an other bounce. So let me check other coins. Okay, let me see other coins. Yeah. I'm gonna check just the last one, please, because it's more than 1 hour right now. I wanna show you Axe Infinity. The reason for this asset is because this is a very good example why you cannot. Uh, it's a very bad idea staking or doing this kind of things in this market right now. Why? Because you are staking the top. Mhm. I have some friends, they are staking this coin and they started staking around 166. Mhm. And they were very excited because they were making this per year, some rewards per year, something like that. And now they are losing all of their investments, right? So if you want to do a staking, I'm not saying it's bad, of course it's very good, but you are gonna do it that in when the price in a bear market, right? I mean, this is not a bear market, not yet. Why? Because this is the top. Okay, this is distribution at the top, and potentially this weekend we will see finally the break of this distribution pattern here. Mhm. If we see that, there is nothing to stop ADX, sorry, Axe Infinite to crash all the way down to $10, $8 or 10. Mhm. So be careful with your staking, or you are thinking doing that. It's, it's dangerous right now. The last coin of the day of this live stream, guys, it's the same chart for many altcoins, as you can see here. As long as below the MA55 is not something I will buy here, as you can see here. Mhm. But this is reversal, even losing the previous low in weekly chart, as you can see here. It was the very important level here, the previous high actually here, as you can see here. Mhm. And the real volume for this asset in weekly basis is around here. Mhm. So be careful you're investing of this. Let me see, weekly chart, ADX is getting positive and the pressure to the downside is real. So be careful. And the most concerning thing for this asset is the volatility is going to start expanding. You don't want to be in a bear market when the volatility in weekly basis is expanding. Why? Because you will see a major crash. Let me see one day chart. Since let me see, the rejection was here in OBB. Since then, you see just downtrend. Mhm. This is just a bounce to keep falling. Okay. In general, as you can see here, the market is not healthy. Okay. Be careful, please. Now, let me show you. I'm gonna stop checking altcoins. Sorry, because the time is over. But let me show you something. The USDT dominance is doing something very concerning for all the crypto lovers. Why? Because with various divergences here in the squeeze, this asset is holding the highs, is holding, and is holding the MA21, and OBB is very healthy. So this is just accumulation, and you will see this weekend a buy signal. This weekend you will see it, and you will see this asset pumping again. Why? Because the monthly is very bullish. The monthly is very bullish, and as you can see with this buy signal in monthly, I cannot be bearish in USDT, in USD dollars or whatever. I cannot be bearish here, and I am expecting a monthly breakout. So I know some people, they are following this news about printing money and this kind of things, and I don't know, they are worried about now in March, like the news, blah 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 blah. I don't need to follow the news, because based on my technicals, there is a very high probability you will see Bitcoin crashing more. And in March or April, you will see the news. They will say, you see, the market crashed again because someone said, I don't know, the dollar or whatever. You will see something like that. So this is just a massive consolidation, and we will see a continuation to the upside. Now, the setup for this is very simple. The same setup as we saw for Bitcoin in weekly chart. Mhm. but it took 3 months. So from this point, to this point, I am expecting a new ATA for this asset in the next 3 months, 2 3 months, and we will see bear divergences here in weekly chart. Do you remember the setup? This is the setup for Bitcoin, right? In November, in September, October, November, 3 months. So when I see this setup in USD T, I will start getting bullish on Bitcoin again. So that's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I'm sorry about the audio. It's not good. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate all your support. And be ready because I am launching the new website for the channel and the training programs very soon. And as I said, all the members for all the my Discord group, they will get access for free to all the basic training program, and all the Patreon members, the supporters, they will get access to uh, different content just for the supporters of the channel. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. And yeah, thank you so much because today we reached 300 subscribers. I know this channel is very small, but hey, 6 months ago I had just maybe 5 subscribers. So very good, actually. I cannot complain. Thank you very much for your time, your support, and good luck with your trades. Okay.